Hello again and welcome to our March 2023 edition of Quick Kit. Links to everything that we mentioned will be down in the description below, so let's get into it. Earlier this month, DJI announced a bunch of things related to the Ronin 4D. The first being a new lens, a 70-28mm T3 powered zoom lens in DL mount. It's been designed for the X9, which means it should cover full frame absolutely fine. It's an incredibly light lens at just 520 grams, it's only roughly 10 centimeters long, and the lens zooms internally with very minor weight shift, so you don't need to rebalance as you zoom. It has a close focus of 19 centimeters at the wide end and 26 centimeters at 28mm. This lens should pair well with the 4D, but I do hope that DJI release some more lenses as soon as possible, especially longer focal length lenses. Up next, they released the 4D Flex tether system. This allows you to remove the X9 sensor head away from the body using a 2-meter cable, similar to the system that Sony uses on the Venice. You obviously lose the 4th axis support that the 4D has, but you keep all the same awesome internal recording options, and it is still stabilised, so this will open up some new creative possibilities with the system. You can attach the grips, monitor and LiDAR from the original system, so you can rig it up for tight situations, all the way up to larger configurations as you need to. You can also lock the access off and use longer tele lenses, which could be helpful for some. Next, ProRes RAW is back in the 4D, however it's a paid firmware update. This unlocks a range of recording options and it's available to buy now on DJI's website. Lastly, they have said that the SDI and XLR expansion plate should be coming in May, which is great to hear. These are all great announcements, and fingers crossed we see DJI announcing more and more for the 4D in the future. Canon has dropped the price on the C500 Mark II and the C300 Mark III. The C300 Mark III price drop isn't massively significant, but the 500 Mark II has dropped from about £16,000 down to just £10,500, which is a pretty steep drop, and now positions it at the same price roughly as the Sony FX9. This is realistically where it should have been priced close to originally. They will also be offering bundles with the EU-V2 extension unit for an extra £750 instead of its regular £1,500 price. All of these new prices are available now on our website, so don't hesitate to reach out to us if you want any buying advice at all. We should also be comparing the C500 Mark II to the FX9 and Ursa 12K in an upcoming video, so make sure to subscribe so you don't miss that. Rode has released the Wireless ME, which is a more consumer-focused wireless set than the regular Go. It's clearly been designed to be as easy to use as possible, as the RX and TX are paired out of the box, it has an auto gain mode, a range of compatibility with the cables that you need for several devices included in the box, microphones built into the TX and RX, and has a 200-meter range, which should be enough for most situations. It's also priced at £159, which puts it a good chunk under the Wireless Go 2 from Rode, but does have some compromises over that unit. Red have released 8K Super 35 versions of their V-RAPTOR and V-RAPTOR XL cinema cameras. These join their existing lines but give people the choice to grab either of these cameras with the new 8K Super 35 sensor. This new sensor performs well, and it could be a good option for people who want the extra reach or lens options that this smaller sensor offers over the VistaVision one, while still being able to record 8K. It's also a bit less expensive than the VistaVision option cameras as well. It's great to see more modern Super 35 camera options. I'm really hoping that Red releases a lower resolution sensor one next, similar to the sensor found in the Gemini, which I absolutely loved. In March last year, Cooke announced their flagship series of lenses, the S8s, and this month they have released 4 new focal lengths for the set, an 18, 27, 35 and 65mm, bringing the set to 11 focal lengths in total. They feature a maximum aperture of t1.4 across the majority of the set, a fully spherical optical design, a 9-leaf iris, are available in PL and LPL, have the same build quality you expect from a Cooke lens, and are surprisingly small and light considering Cooke's previous flagship lens designs. We are planning on doing a video around Cooke very soon, so if you have any questions about these or other Cooke lenses, let us know down below. KipperTie has announced a few new products this month, the first being a couple of PL adapters for Sony E-mount cameras. This includes a regular pass-through adapter and a revolver version, which is their ND system. KipperTie have made these previously for other systems, and their mounts are some of the best on the market. The revolver system is a cartridge-based ND adapter, which uses high-quality full-spectrum ND filters, which means you will see minimal colour shift when using them. Both of these adapters come with an included support bracket designed for the FX3 and FX30 bodies that will mount to the bottom of them to add extra support and rigidity, which is crucial when using PL lenses or mirrorless mount cameras. We explored the revolver as well as other ND adapters in a previous video, so if you want to see why the system is so good, check out the video in the description below. They also released their new top plate for the V-RAPTOR XL, the RISA R XL. This plate has a pass-through for the top data pins on the camera, which means it's compatible with Red's original handles and monitors that use those pins. It features a good array of mounting points, doesn't obstruct the cooling, and could be a good part of an XL configuration. Meike have announced their new series of PL mount drop-in filter adapters. This is a logical next step for Meike, as they have done so well releasing their excellent affordable drop-in filter system. This new PL adapter is available for RF, L and E mount cameras, and they each come with a clear filter as well as a variable ND, which for the $250 price point is pretty awesome. It uses the same drop-in filter design as their previous adapters, which is the same as Canon's, which means you have plenty of different filter options out there now. From diffusion to creative options, there's a good range. If this adapter is as good as their previous ones, I think it could be a very good option for people on a budget who want to experiment with rear-mounted filtration. Hopefully we get one to check out ASAP. Sony have announced the ZV-E1. This is their latest addition to their more content creator series of cameras, but it features some beefy video specs. It features the same 12MP sensor as the A7S III, which means it has good image quality, great internal recording options, the same color profiles as previous modern Alpha series cameras, and improved connectivity options over previous Alpha series cameras. The AI processing unit in the ZV-E1 is also a big feature, as it is at the heart of a few of the new features like the improved autofocus, product showcase mode, auto framing mode, and framing stabilizer mode. We checked it out in a video previously, so if you want to learn more about it, you can check that out here. Tangerine have released their portrait plate for the Sony FX6, which allows you to easily switch from horizontal to vertical shooting. Their left field system is great, and this could be a solid addition for anyone wanting a quick way to go between portrait and landscape shooting with their FX6. Right, let's get into our quick fire honourable mentions. Links to details about these are in the description below. 1A Tools released a tilt stage plate for the Ronin 2 that allows it to power 24-volt cameras. Axoon released the ACT05 plate for their CMOO HDMI adapter. Angelbird released the MediaTank range of durable memory card cases. Arri released new SUPs for the Hi5 and the Alexa 35. Bebob announced the Coco Venice battery plate. Blackmagic announced the Resolve 18.1.4 update. Canon released firmware updates for a few of their cameras. Swix released their Helix Max series, which are available in a range of capacities and mounts. DCS have released the LDT V2 wireless lens encoder. Datalight and ProLight have announced their range of optics for the ProLight 675 and 300 FS fixtures. These look really awesome. DZO have released a new focal length to their Notice line, the 24mm T2.8. Flanders Scientific released the DM160, a 16-inch 10-bit OLED monitor. Laowa announced the 28mm Argus f1.2. Mutiny announced a new battery plate adapter for the Komodo, which can use DeWalt batteries. Hollyland announced the Solidcom C1 Pro headset. Intel announced their new Xeon W desktop workstation CPUs. IRIX released X-mount versions of their CineLens lineup. Samyang have released a manual focus adapter for their series of VAF primes. Sennheiser released their new USB-C cardioid condenser microphone. Shape released their new push-button Vaser mount for stands. Simod have released a range of lens mount adapters. SmallRig released a cage with the DJI Osmo Action 3, as well as 3 accessories for their ecosystem for the DJI RS3 Mini. Tilta has announced an LPL to PL adapter. And lastly, Xian released the Molus G60 and X100 LED lighting fixtures. If you enjoyed this, please make sure you subscribe ready for next month's quick kit. And let us know what your favourite bit of kit to come out this month is in the comments below. And thank you so much for watching.